The thrice-married Senate Select Committee on Intelligence staffer who has been indicted for lying to the FBI about his relationship with a reporter first wooed that young woman while she was in college. The New York Times reports that James Wolfe, 58, began to show his affection for Ollie Watkins when she was a 22-year-old intern at McClatchy and still enrolled at Temple University. Wolfe, who at the time was married to his second wife, did this by gifting Watkins a pearl bracelet for her graduation in May 2014, though friends of the reporter claim she did not begin a relationship with the senior staffer until the fall of that year. Watkins, now 26, is the same age as Wolfe's son Bennett. The affair came a decade after Wolfe had been accused of domestic abuse by his first wife Joan in their divorce, an allegation that she later dropped before the two reached a settlement. In court papers, Leslie Adair Wolfe alleged that her husband threatened me verbally, pushed, shoved, strangled, spit in face, while seeking a restraining order. She later withdrew those claims, however, a move she repeated again in 2009 after accusing her ex of breaking into her home. Both of those actions could have cost him his job. Share this article. Share Watkins, who was not yet born when Wolfe was appointed to the position he has held on the SSCI for the past 3 decades, rose up the ranks quickly after graduating from college and began working at Huffington Post before moving on to BuzzFeed and Politico, all while dating Wolfe. Her friends claim she would never use him as a source, however, but she did make mental notes of comments he made and sometimes run questions she had by him while they were together. Watkins would not speak on the record to the Times, where she has been employed since December. Her affair with Wolfe went unnoticed, it would seem, from his second wife Joan, despite the fact that she worked for the FBI. Sources claim that after the split, Watkins dated another staffer from the SSCI, while Wolfe tried to romance another reporter by drawing her in with information for exclusive stories. Those tips stopped when she reportedly refused his advances. Wolfe appeared before a federal court Friday on charges that he lied about his contacts with reporters, a case President Donald Trump said could be a terrific thing as his administration tries to crack down on classified leaks. The longtime director of security for the committee was charged one day prior with 3 counts of lying to investigators about his relationships with reporters. Though Wolfe is not charged with actually disclosing classified information, prosecutors say he was in regular contact with multiple journalists who covered the committee, including meeting them at restaurants, in bars, private residences and in a Senate office building. Wolfe made a brief appearance in federal court on Friday before being released him from custody and ordered him to appear at the federal courthouse in Washington this week. He did not enter a plea. Wolfe's indictment was announced soon after the Times revealed that the Justice Department had secretly seized the phone records and emails of Watkins as part of the leak investigation involving Wolfe. The newspaper said Watkins was approached by the FBI about her 3-year relationship with Wolfe. The newspaper also said that Watkins said Wolfe was not a source of classified information for her during their relationship. In a statement after her ex was charged, Watkins' attorney, Mark McDougall, said, "It's always disconcerting when a journalist's telephone records are obtained by the Justice Department through a grand jury subpoena or other legal process. Whether it was really necessary here will depend on the nature of the investigation and the scope of any charges." The criminal case arises from a December 2017 FBI interview with Wolfe in which he denied having official contacts with journalists or discussing committee business with them. Phone and text records showed otherwise. Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr and the top Democrat on the committee, Senator Mark Warner, said in a joint statement that they were troubled by the charges. Wolfe had worked for the committee for roughly 30 years, and his position as security director meant that he was in charge of most of the classified information provided to the panel by the executive branch. The prosecution comes amid a crackdown by the Trump administration on leaks of classified information. President Trump and Attorney General Jeff Sessions have decried such disclosures, with Sessions saying in August that the number of leaks of criminal leak probes had more than tripled in the early months of the Trump administration.